We are just too sweet.
All right, welcome to yet another episode of Attention Wrestling Disorder, episode 49, where other podcasts at this point are like at 700, and we're at episode 49. I am RJ Show, the whole show, and nothing but the fucking goddamn show.
I am Chuck, your favorite coffee lover 5, and repping Balor Club behind me. Yep.
And I am the Hot Rod 521.
The only person to still watch main event, and probably the only one watching LFG and other shows that other WWE wrestling fans
like Evolve. Yes, I watched Evolve. Evolve has actually been really good.
I watched the one Evolve. It was okay. My buddy Derek does watch LFG. Derek watches LFG. I haven't watched it.
No, LFG is pretty good too.
I heard the one guy.
It's basically like WWE meets The Voice, basically.
I started watching LFG, then got bored. But apparently, I mean, they already took an LFG member and threw him
on
right
NXT in that faction, right? It's the guy in the faction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people who watch only people who watch LFG will know that. But more importantly, gentlemen, let's get a little bit of decorum here. We have a good friend of mine, Mr. Joe Falcone, in the house here to discuss some wrestling with us and also discuss his own wrestling journey. Isn't that right, Joe? Welcome.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, do we call you Joe, or do you go by another name?
My in-ring name 3 years. That was back in from 2009 to 2011 when I trained with Fight. I was trained by Brian Idol from Fight the World Wrestling.
Our friends from Brian Idol.
I know.
NWA's Brian Idol. Okay.
Yeah.
AKA Carl Cooter, AKA the VP South Sound guy. Yep, all the above.
Yeah.
AKA he lives down here in Florida now.
Yeah. Like he's selling it online. He was selling it.
Yeah, formerly known as Mercurio.
Yeah. I know him as Earl Cooter.
Known as a lot of different things.
Yeah. Sound guy at Village Pub South that Adam got into an argument with at one of the Dust Comes Calling shows in like 2006.
Oh boy.
Kaplan's a degenerate. Joe knows Kaplan.
Go ahead, dude.
Yeah,
we'll test that the Kaplan's a degenerate.
He's all right. I like Adam.
Dude, we love him.
Oh, wait a minute.
His band's doing really well in the space
turtle. He knows Jester?
He knows Jester.
Okay, cool.
That was who he said he was in a band with. He did the recording before we went on.
That's who Kaplan is. Okay.
Yeah, I know him as Jester. I forget that you only know him as Jester because he wears those ridiculous hats.
I'm the one who gave him the name. What can I tell you?
You did. His new thing now is he has this big space helmet that he wears when they play.
Space Jester. Okay.
He's absolutely Space Jester.
You were kind of so you were trained by Brian Idol, who's down here in Florida now.
Yep.
Who's now in the NWA, isn't that right, Mr. Rod?
Yes. Doing quite well too.
Is he?
Yes.
People still follow him.
I've met some of his other students too. I've met some of his other students. A couple of them are in like ALR. Wrestle in ALR down here.
It was Angel Ortiz was in AEW for a while. I wrestled him a bunch of times. I was really happy to see him on there. Some with Chris Jericho.
Oh, right.
Wait, who? I'm sorry.
Ortiz.
Oh.
Yeah, I wrestled him. He was in Brooklyn, and he had his buddy, his roommate, lived with him, and he would train too. I forgot his name, but he went by Lips Man Lips, and he was on an FTW show once. It was really funny. But definitely, I'm really happy. Like Candy Cartwright, for example, Sam. I was there her first day of training. Me and her were friends for a while. I actually last time I ran into her was at a movie theater, and it was really nice seeing her. And yeah, I'm really happy for a lot of the other students that I got to train with. A lot of I went to Suffolk Community College, and that's where I met my friend Mike Signorelli, and he brought me, and then I ended up meeting Robbie Rebel, and then there's Mark Static, Spaz. These guys are in ECPW out here. SWA, I met the guy training me now, Jerry. I met him in high school. I was wearing a Batista shirt, and he came up to me and said, "Do you like wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was gonna start training back then, but I kind of like lost touch until I ended up, back in 2009 in college. Then I started going into wrestling, and then I met him through all that.
That's awesome though, dude. Like that you were able to do that and see these people like progress. That's I feel like that's as a
I'm,
wrestler.
I'm gonna name drop someone.
Do it.
See if he remember. Do you recall ever hearing about? I don't even think he's in the business anymore. But do you remember anyone named Ken Scampy?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, yeah, he was. I mean, he was in the business way back. He wrestled for NYWC. Um, but yeah, I went to college with that dude. With that, he was wrestling like early to mid 2000s. But yeah, he got out of the business. But
It's a
your
hard
buddy
business.
Vinny knows him.
It's a hard business. I feel like. You know who I miss that we had here on the show that time? Dirk Moore. When I got drunk in my backyard with him, that was a good
Yeah.
time. That's an episode I have to make you watch, Joe. That one you'll appreciate.
Yeah, send the link. I'd be happy. I'm a driver, so I'm very happy to listen to podcasts.
I got progressively more and more drunk as the thing went on.
Yeah.
We were drinking Flower Power IPAs, so we were feeling pretty good by the time we were done.
Yeah.
No, Dirk, his name's Alex. Great guy though.
There's also UWA. There was first suplex I ever took was a guy Diamondback. He did UWA. There's I'm just trying to just remember all these guys. Like if you there's only three matches of mine. My ring name was Naughty Ned. It's pretty popular for the most part from what I hear. It was like everyone still calls me Ned to this day. It was like 15 years later. The only downside about starting training now is that all of my friends, like they're in their 30s now, they're like want to retire. They don't want to wrestle anymore. And I'm like walking back into it with like this new generation. So I actually tried to go back to FTW in 2012. But it wasn't the same because all my friends weren't there anymore. I wish I stuck with it though. It was cool. It was cool training again, but I only really did two classes, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And it wasn't until recently, like it kind of like got reignited to just do it again. So we'll see how it goes.
You know who else did some training for a short time in wrestling? Mr. RJ himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I started going to to watch CCW shows, Coastal Championship Wrestling down here in Florida. And, I would go often, started becoming friends with some of the guys there, and decided to try it out to see, because, I wanted to become like a heel manager and
Cool.
bring the RJ Show character, out for other people to see. But yeah, I was there for 2 weeks. Gangrel is still the head trainer there, from what I understand. I remember the first thing he said to me is, "Why do you have white socks on?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I couldn't do a forward roll to save my life, and my back was just like, "Fuck you! You're not gonna do this." And I after like, yeah, two or three classes, I was just like, my back was like, nope. So I had to stop.
Brutally honest with the three of us, of all of our, like the three of us, like I think Rod would have probably been the best tailored potential to actually have been an actual wrestler out of the three of us because of his military background and stuff.
Yeah, if I actually would have got the opportunity to like train with somebody, I think I would have given it a shot. Especially after I got out the active duty, because I was like in super shape then.
I think me in my 20s would have had at least a better chance to do it than me in my mid 40s.
Old man.
But I gave it a shot.
You did. You can't beat yourself up for it. I don't think I'm tailored for it. I appreciate it, but I respect those.
Yeah, I mean, especially now, nah.
I think that's why I got so invested in music, because I couldn't wrestle.
So now you said you're an SWA. What SWA is what?
Suffolk Wrestling Alliance. I'm not officially in the Fed right now. I'm just training. I have a story arc I want to do. I hope I'm going to talk to SWA about it. I really wanted to start my goal right now is to start my own Fed. Actually, I talked to a few people about that. I'd have to get like a promoter license, and in New York State, it's just really expensive to do. That's why a lot of people say if you go to Jersey or Pennsylvania, you just need a venue and a ring, and you're good. I was actually in the market. I was going to try to buy a wrestling ring, but I'm thinking find the place that'll like rent it out to us, I guess. And there's a lot of local talent here that wants to that was interested. My buddy Mike, um, he he went by Mikey Seidel, but he goes by another name too. He's like this satanic character or whatever. But me and him have been talking and thinking about storylines and stuff like
Is that
that.
the same Mike Seidel that's
Mikey
Matt
Seidel.
Seidel's brother, or is that a random guy named Mikey Seidel?
It was Mikey Seidel back in 2010. That's what his wrestling name was. That's when I first met him. Essentially, like he loved Raven from ECW, so
Maybe it's not the same guy because Matt Seidel, the old Evan Bourne, his brother's name is
Matt
Mike Seidel.
Sydal.
So I was
Yeah,
wondering if
yeah,
it was
yeah.
the same guy.
I didn't know that.
I wonder if was he a yoga guy?
What?
Is he like a yoga guy? Or this is years ago, you wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, Mike Seidel. That is the name of his brother. Still, a food caught in my goddamn throat. But yeah, Mike Seidel is
Yeah.
is the name of Matt Seidel's brother.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Wrestled briefly in AEW with Matt. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. A lot of like the beginning. We they had a wrestling ring back then. We had it in if you guys know Spaz, he's going to actually be on an SWA show. He's a good guy. Mike Perillo was his name.
Okay.
They set up a 16 by 16 in his backyard. We were all like taking bumps and wrestling like in his backyard before we realized how illegal that was. But we used to like bring the ring to different houses, and the cops kept getting called on us. Like we had some really like people's neighbors were just shitty, but the experience was awesome. I think FTW took over that ring, and they use it for training now. But these are just old memories. I'm just trying to make new ones at this point. So yeah.
So like missing it's what made you come back? Is what made you come back?
I've just been watching it a lot, and I think like what really intrigues me right now is like the booking of it all. I'm taking the bumps. I'm trying to get in shape myself. But I miss taking the bumps. I miss calling matches and stuff like that. I'm 35. So at this point, like I'll probably do it for like 5 years maybe. But like I don't want to be too old to do it. I'm really sore. Like yesterday I was doing like brimstone drills and stuff like that, and taking bumps again for the first time in years. My back is freaking killing me, but I just want to do it again. I'm also in a band right now too. I just want to entertain as much as I possibly can. I feel like that my old character has a story arc, and there's like just a story arc I want to build. Kind of like maybe a Cody Rhodes delusion. Like I want to just finish the story of the wrestler I made. Um,
Right.
all it was popular amongst all the wrestlers I wrestled with back then, but I think I could do something pretty funny right now, pretty good, and I'm just gonna work it out and see what I can do, before I get way too old to do this, because
Maybe we should book a match for him, Chuck. Maybe we should put him up against Mr. Main Event.
Hot Rod 521.
Oh my god!
Mr. Main Event.
No, I mean Mr. Main Event, the guy who
With
wears
the Jets mask and the Jets luchador.
Yep. And he may sound a little bit like Rod, but yeah, him.
Oh my god! Such a degenerate.
Such a degenerate, I swear.
We've been wanting to put him in a wrestling ring for a long time now.
but this Fed works out. Let's see what happens. I'm down. There's some of the shows that I was on, like there was one guy, Evan. He had the same name as an old ECW guy, Evan Courageous, but
I remember that guy.
yeah,
He was like a skinny guy, right? He was English.
Yeah, he looks like Harry Potter, kind of.
Wasn't Evan Courageous in 3 Count?
Yeah, he was.
Different Evan Courageous, just same name. I remember this. I remember going to those old FTW events and seeing that guy. He was this tiny little guy. And I remember he used to come out to
Vinny the Guido a bunch of times.
I remember I remember what Evan Courageous, he came out to the thing that should not be by Metallica. I remember that. I actually thought that was cool.
I remember we had a battle royale. It was like the FTW students, and he basically, we all kind of, it was mean, but we all kind of
I'm
ganged up
sorry, I
on
have to
him.
stop you for a second. Chuck, did the thing just end?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
Good. It's good.
Sorry,
It's
go ahead.
me.
Go ahead. Go back.
So, my account got all messed up, so I just do a quick upgrade while we were doing all that.
Joe, go back to what you were saying.
Carry on, Joe. My bad. Go.
That's all right. Yeah, I got a weird message on my phone too. Said like now you have unlimited minutes. I didn't know it was like paid.
Yeah. That was I had to make an update, so you guys are good. I thought I did that earlier, but it didn't go through, so we're good though.
It was me and my friend Mike. It was Robbie Rebel, was a really good wrestler. We were really good friends at one point. I think Mark Static was in there. I think Spaz was in there too, and we all had a battle royale. And we just said, let's just beat up Evan. We were just all screaming, "Kill Evan!" Evan completely no sold for us. He also no sold for Jake the Snake, which was if Jake the Snake DDTs you, you stay down until they carry you out. But like it was funny because like when everyone got backstage after we all got thrown out of the ring, someone came up to us like, "What happened out there?" And then Robbie Rebel was like, "Well, Evan went Super Saiyan and didn't sell for anyone." I freaking died laughing for like 10 minutes. But but even him, if I get this fed, I would love to freaking have him like wrestle for me. It's all at this point, it's just all networking. Just knowing people that a lot of people that just want to take bumps for the experience right now. I'm not really looking to make money off of it. I'm just looking to entertain people off it. I would like to make like a web series, if anything.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe have like a live band every week or something like that. Combine the two.
Ooh, so we might be having some conversations at some point, Joey Joe.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
We might be having some conversations.
Tell us a Vinny the Guido story.
Yes, our friend Vinny the Guido. Let's hear some Vinny the Guido stories. We got to roll. We want to hear yours first.
We should have every guest on here tell Vinny the Guido.
As long as they know, I'm sure, because everybody's got one.
They can only make one up.
Ron didn't even heard a story. He's already laughing. Just the idea of Vinny the Guido stories.
I mean, this is a while ago, but I remember being in a car with him and some people, and we were driving past a construction site, and for no reason, he rolled down the window and screamed, "Construction workers suck!" And they were all like, "Fuck you!" It was really funny. One time,
that's something he would do.
And him and my friend Keith took my car without asking once and said it was stolen, but it was parked behind the building. That was pretty funny.
Right, but what did he say to you after that?
Welcome to the business. He was a really warm welcome. But
oh man.
So my biggest regret, honestly, out of it all, is just like I wish I didn't leave wrestling. I left for like the wrong reasons and stuff. But like I said before, I'm like super old. I haven't reached out to Brian about it, the guy who trained me, and he told me like, look, if you want to wrestle, just make sure you do it for you, But even after all these years, I still say what's up to him. He's a great guy. I have Brian taught me how to respect people, honestly. And I got a lot out of Fight the World Wrestling. I'm really happy to see him in NWA and all that stuff. So
he's doing good there.
Yeah.
Rod, who is a big supporter of NWA, Brian Isle doing good down there, Roddy.
Oh, he is. Even though at the last major event though, he did break his collarbone. So I'm hoping I hope his recovery's going well.
I think he got surgery for that. He wrote on his Facebook that Sabu told him to get surgery. He talked to Sabu about it. I met Sabu.
Yeah, because freaking he was fighting Billy Silas Mason with a suicide dive, and Silas hit him with a chair and he landed awkward.
Yeah.
I actually saw Sabu at one of the FTW shows when he was what was his old name, Chuck? Earl Cooter.
Yeah.
Earl Cooter, yeah.
That's when I met him.
When he wrestled as Earl Cooter, I was, sitting or standing or wherever my seat was, and then out of nowhere, Sabu just kind of rushes past me. He goes, excuse me. And I'm like, whoa, he talks. He actually talks. And then,
right.
I guess went towards the ring or whatever, but it was just that was the first time I ever heard him talk. I'm like, oh, he talks.
I watched.
He told me to
get the
Sabu told me to go away.
Mr. Barber Beefcake once. That was kind of funny at an FTW event.
Wait, say it again.
I watched Earl Cooter, Brian Idle, get beat the crap out of by Brutus the Barber Beefcake at one of those things.
That was the first. I was at that show. It was the first FTW show I ever went to.
Oh wow!
That guy he had this giant black guy following around, rubbing his shoulders and stuff. Brutus. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was like
And I can't.
2009-ish. Yeah,
You
that
kind of
sounds about
see how
right.
massively tall these guys are too. That was like the
Some
first
of
time.
them, yeah.
I was like
I
18.
met Beefcake at a Boca Raton, at a what they call BCR Boca Raton wrestling show. Yeah, he was all right.
Is he like the commissioner there or something?
Yes, at the time he was. I haven't like
You went
kind
against
of
the
paid
Rockstar, I
attention
think.
to anything
Right?
that's been going on over there lately, so I don't know what the newer storylines are. But at the time, he was the commissioner.
He wrestled when I saw him. He wrestled Rockstar, which is Brian's
Oh
brother.
yeah, Doug.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
him sell the shit out of a DDT by Jake the Snake at another event I went. And then after the match ended, Jake the Snake faked a heart attack, which was kind of weird.
I saw him pound back an 18 pack before he wrestled. That was one of the epicest things I ever saw.
That sounds epic.
Yeah,
I think Rockstar is also down here in Florida, somewhere in Florida.
it's
Or
like where
what?
wrestlers go to die is Florida. I feel like.
I feel like Florida has become the wrestler's haven at this
Well, I
point.
mean, there's a lot of. Well, I mean, that's where like most of the wrestlers are these days.
Yeah.
And there are good indie companies down here too, like CCW. Was it AL? Is it ALR? A or ALRW or what the hell? I was just at one of their shows. ALR. Kurt Angle was there. Shannon Moore's over there. Well, Kurt Angle's just doing an appearance because it was their 8-year anniversary. Um, what's his name? Baba Tunde or whatever he calls himself. He was there. Leva Bates was there. So that's and Renee Michelle's now their women's champion over there, and Ryzen's now the world champion over there. You guys remember Ryzen?
Yeah, he's the wrestle a lot on Dark and Dark Elevation.
Yeah, and he had that did those skits with Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose. Oh, Bobby Fish was at the show too. He wrestled some goofball in a mask named El Ridiculoso. I don't know that. I don't like that.
And Bobby Fish probably whooped his ass and taught him a few lessons about wrestling.
Yeah.
I love Bobby
he
Fish.
had fun.
Too,
he definitely had fun with him.
I mean, Bobby Fish is another one who's getting older though too. So it's like you can't like be like, oh, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, he's over at MLW right now. Bobby Fish.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, I can't keep up.
Yeah, he's at MLW right now.
Yeah, he's a part of the
Davey Boy. Davey Boy was there too. You know,
Davey Jr.
Yeah. Yeah, he was cool, man. He was cool.
He seems cool.
But yeah, anyway. But yeah, like I was saying, there are a few indies down here throughout Florida. CCW calls themselves the Last Territory. That's their tagline. So
they probably book like a territory.
So if you ever come down to Florida, you got
because if I'm correct right now, CCW isn't like the new women's champion, like freaking Ash by Elegance.
In CC, you know what? I don't even know. Like I said, I know MVP was part of their show on Friday.
I think her and Ziggler are both champions down there now.
I mean,
this could be Nick Nibble.
Are you sure you're not talking about Impact?
No.
You can watch Impact.
Pipe down over there, hater.
The best thing about Impact is that they somewhat appear on NXT now. It's great.
Oh yeah, well he was. Well, I'm confused myself. I don't know if.
No, he's not anymore. Like he lost the title to Hendry at Genesis.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I know Joe Hendry's the No, I'm confusing myself. I know he's going to be at a different company next month. Anyway,
they should have put Joe Hendry on the main roster, honestly. But it's probably take a while. I mean, he's TNA champion.
He's still
technically
under contract with TNA. I think once his deal's done, he's probably going to go to WWE. That's kind of probably what's going to happen.
Jordan Grace should be on the main roster and not NXT. Although, unless it's
ratings, boys, maybe fine tuning / rating. Because I feel like they keep certain talent on NXT because they keep them for ratings.
Yeah, like for Matt and Jeff Hardy to be on NXT, that has to be just for ratings itself.
That is why it's there.
There's no freaking reason why they shouldn't be on the main roster. I mean, Mysterio is, but they're not.
Well, I mean, I think they're still signed to
Still signed to
Impact. That's probably why, but
yeah, they are.
Kofi did nothing for my soul.
So you know what I read? I started reading the Vince McMahon text messages. That guy likes to come.
That's what she said.
He did too.
He did too.
A lot.
Was I not supposed to mention that? I don't know.
I don't think it matters.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know who's gonna really listen to this.
Well, I didn't even know this was a thing.
But the text messages, you didn't read them?
No, I didn't know.
Guy,
even though
he's
that's why he's in the trouble he's in
right now. You know what's funny though? Like the way he describes banging this girl is like the way he'd be like, "This is how you're gonna win the title and be #1" and stuff like that. He's like, "I'm gonna make everybody watch me fuck you, and you're gonna have 3 black dicks in you at the same time, and it's gonna be spectacular." Like this guy is always booking shit, no matter what aspect he is in his life.
He's having sexual when he's booking her sexual fantasy. That's amazing. I have a new
conversation
for Vince for that, even though he's still terrible.
Did he say that?
Me and my friend and companion Matt have been watching the Vince McMahon story. This is Matt.
What's up, dude?
What up?
I'm mute. Okay,
yeah.
I'm supposed to say that.
Oh, random background guy has a name now. Cool.
Yeah.
Cameo by Matt. Hey, it'll be in the tagline when we do the description for this. Matt in the background.
Matt in the background.
Background Matt. I've actually been in a bunch
background Matt. That's it. They make him famous. They make him YouTube famous.
Yeah.
Why is that guy not stop moving?
we keep busy here. But like, I didn't realize how much. Like, I just started watching wrestling again. I didn't realize how much freaking like drama shit has gone down, even in the indie scene up here. Like it's freaking insane. What I like about SWA though, it's the closest people I used to wrestle with. Like there's one guy, Cash. Like I'm surprised you remember. He gave me a big hug. He's like, "Welcome back, bro." That felt pretty good. Jerry, who does SWA, is a freaking phenomenal trainer. Like you can
where is it based? Is it like
Deer Park? It's in Deer Park. It's in NYWC. But he uses the ring in there. He has SWA shows in there too.
Is it?
Yeah, and there's still
they still doing it in that building over there by those factories, right?
Yeah, it's like it's weird, but it's really freaking beautiful inside.
That's literally like 5 minutes away from my old house. Like literally 5 minutes away. Like I literally can walk
old stopping grounds.
I
literally
got
like a warehouse ride for it.
Is VPW still a thing?
Yeah, actually, I went to a VPW show beginning of last year, I think. Yeah, it was like last March, and there was Officer Moses, and he was like a security guard, and his ass said Moses. So he was my favorite wrestler there just because of what his butt said.
Hey Rod, what's the name of that new group with the dude Dion and the dude
Dion
from
Lennox?
Dark Seed or something?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like as they like to call them, the 4 Rogue PC guys?
Are they really Rogue PC when one of them was on TV for the past few months? That Dion guy. But
I mean, I guess technically
Dark. What is it?
Because he has had more level up matches than he had NXT matches. So,
and Rod would know that because Rod is the only person who watches Level Up.
Pipe down, hater.
I figured Rod, you would know the name of this team because if I can't remember something, you usually do.
You have to understand something. If there is wrestling to watch, Rod watches it across the board.
So, Rod, you don't know the name of the new faction?
I don't even think I'm still trying to figure they even came out with an official name yet.
They do. They mention it. Dark something.
Dark.
I'll have to look it up because I must not have heard it.
I want Jack Perry to be Jungle Boy again. It was like it was like a boy and his
Speaking
dinosaur.
of him, where has he been? He hasn't
But
been seen.
before we go into that,
title.
I just wanted to bring something up. Like, well, I went to the NXT shows over in Fort Pierce in Florida, and people would be doing security. The wrestlers who are just starting to train. Well, I met one of the guys in the new faction, like months before this happened. So it's pretty cool.
That faction,
he was doing security. Yeah, he was doing security. Yeah, but anyway, go. I just wanted to bring that up, but go ahead.
You guys see on AEW that Wayne Bloom's son, whatever they called him in NXT, is now a security guy in AEW. So
yeah, Von Wagner,
security guy. What happened?
Yeah, Von Wagner. Yeah,
Von Wagner.
That he was doing.
Von Wagner. Yeah, now he did the opposite of every other wrestler. He went from wrestling on WWE TV to now being a security guy in AEW TV. Go figure.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
I want to get back into AEW. I've been watching.
Remember Von Wagner, the guy that was like freaking managed by Robert Stone?
Oh, okay.
They released him now as an AEW security guy.
Oh, Von Wagner.
Yes.
I thought you said Bob Wagner.
Who?
I thought you said Bob Wagner.
Oh my god.
That's a pretty cool name.
Wait, Von Wagner's just a regular security?
He just did a security. Was it on Collision?
Yeah, it was on Dynamite.
No, Dynamite the other night. I'm sorry. I did watch Collision this week, shockingly, which was the first
That's
time.
taking a huge step down.
I know. That's why I said it.
That's like the complete what the fuck?
Right, it's the polar opposite.
Yeah,
Did
the polar opposite of what Hank Walker did basically.
I mean, you're doing that, and you're also I mean, they brought Beth Phoenix back. Oh, wait a minute.
They did?
Oh, well, she goes by the name Megan. Her name in AEW is Megan Bain.
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean the other Jade Cargill? Because they're trying to replenish that role still?
He's
the only thing is Megan Bain can actually legitimately wrestle.
She's a freaking glamazon, though.
Yeah, she can actually legitimately wrestle, though.
Well, they were recycling. It's like they're trying to make her this hybrid of like the glamazon, but then also like filling that Jade Cargill void.
But why
she can wrestle. I mean, I've seen her in GCW beat up men plenty of times.
But the whole thing is they're like pushing her to the moon, and it's like she just started.
Well, that's better than the last time they had her under contract. She didn't even get a match, so she's doing much better for herself this time around.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I haven't really heard her talk yet, so I'm wondering.
You guys know how I feel about the AEW's women's division, so I'm just gonna bow out of this conversation.
If you're watching AEW now
about Collision in the AEW women's division, that was a lit segment between Athena and Mercedes Moné.
Tony Storm's great.
Athena they finally put her back on AEW.
I like that they're finally doing that. And also, Mercedes Moné is terrible in AEW.
If holding 4 championships is terrible, then I'd love to be terrible.
McAtee's in.
She's got a pie.
But she goes over to New Japan. She's great. She's smart and stuff. She's good.
No, I'm just saying, if holding 4 different championships for the 4 different companies is terrible, then I would love to be terrible.
And here's where the AD train comes along.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's because AEW was once good. It's got its like glimmers of hope, and then it's just like, why am I watching? Oh, by the way,
he came back to watch it at like the time where we're all like, what the hell are you doing? 6 years in. Okay, they have a few good things going on. The learning tree, which he stole from Brian Myers and probably doesn't realize that learning tree, and Chris Jericho, and then you have Thunder Tits.
Tony That was great.
Then you have like what the fuck's his name? Swerve, the Swerve Moxley thing. the Hurt Syndicate. So yeah, there are maybe a few things good about AEW.
You know what I will personally love to see? Because everybody keeps saying, like how Jay White's getting misused. Why not have him be the next challenger for Okada in a Continental Championship? Reunite that feud.
Yes, very good.
Because they're seem to be pushing the other stupid thing where he goes after Moxley like everybody else does.
You know who I really want to see? I'd be so happy if Enzo Amore went to AEW because I just love how fucking fun he farted and got kicked out of WWE. That's legendary to me.
Farting?
For farting.
Oh no! What happened with that was he farted. He got fined for it because he farted during promo class.
That's amazing.
That's a good promo. That's a good promo that keeps me drawn in. That keeps me entertained.
And it's a smelly promo too. So
yeah.
The reason why that story got brought up is because Taz went on Twitter one day and was like, "I farted," and then Enzo was like, "Yeah, I got freaking fined in promo class for farting."
Oh, are you talking about
Enzo.
The Real Dumb?
What?
Are we talking about The Real Dumb?
Yeah.
He's like the real.
How you doing? How you doing? Shut up.
Realest guy in the room. How you doing?
The Miz almost made him cry because something with the locker room and him having friends in, and then he got fired. I don't know.
There's a guy in LFG who should. I'm glad that he heard that he is no longer. Well, the episode I watched, he couldn't wrestle anymore because he got injured. That fucking asshole. I don't know his name. Rod knows who I'm talking about.
Matt, the background guy.
The guy who
yes,
sure.
that guy.
The guy who Cutler James replaced before becoming part of that NXT faction. Cutler James replaced some loudmouth Miz wannabe, Enzo wannabe jackass who was put on Bully Ray's team. I'm not calling him Bubba Ray. Bully Ray's team.
Where did that come from? The Bully Ray. That was like left field.
That was an Impact in TNA.
Yeah, that was after Team 3 broke up.
Yeah, Team 3D, that was one of the Team 3D breakups. Yeah, with Bully Ray, and before they reconnected in Aces and Eights.
Bully Ray back in the TN lane because no one watches TN lane except for Rod.
Have you guys ever watched Dark Side of the Ring?
Yes, great show.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of episodes. Yeah,
Did you guys watch the one with the flight from hell or whatever?
Yes, I did.
The way Tommy Dreamer describes Ric Flair's penis is really he did this trick where he would shake his hips and make his wiener go out around in a copter, and he was so calm about it, like he studied it from angle to angle.
It's like he watched it and wished he was sucking it.
and the noise.
Tommy Dreamer is cool.
And the noise.
Tommy Dreamer's a nice guy. I like that.
Happening. The penis would go woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy Dreamer got released for that.
Because he described Ric Flair's wiener?
Yeah, literally.
No, he got. I think it was his reaction to what Ric Flair did or something.
He was like, "Oh, it's Ric Flair. He can do whatever he wants." When Ric Flair was going around basically flashing the stewardesses and stuff, and he got suspended for it.
I mean, I thought he was talking about a trick with his wiener, but yeah, that's not cool. I wouldn't do that with my wiener.
And apparently Brock got lucky he didn't get fired because apparently Brock says he was high and freaking drunk at the same time on that flight when he got into that fight with Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, they were bashing against
Brock Lesnar got fired because you hate Brock Lesnar.
Well, Brock Lesnar for good reason, but that's another story for another time.
Brock Lesnar did nothing wrong. He just wanted to watch a girl pee. We've all done it. It's not a big deal. He should come back.
Because he was.
I don't know about that. I mean, I would exactly call signing a new contract by being offered to cheat on your wife, not doing nothing wrong.
This was before they were together, I thought.
No, he was married to Sable, and he was gonna freaking mess around with her with that Janelle chick, but a snowstorm prevented it.
Yeah, but they're basically but that's part of the whole sex trafficking thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know.
His name was dropped, but he wasn't a
he was
part
a
of the
part
sex
of it.
trafficking.
Just because he didn't take place, just because the date never happened, doesn't mean he wasn't a part of it.
Well,
God loves Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, no.
You know who else he loves right now? John Cena and this heel turn.
that's
Right
amazing.
now.
Yeah, he loves heel Cena.
Oh, this is a conversation we've not had. Is we haven't had a discussion since.
No, we haven't.
What I liked about that, I really expected it to be Cody Rhodes to turn to Homelander. I really thought that's the way it was going to go.
I wanted that to happen so bad.
My
I think a
background
lot
on
of
the
us
phone is
wanted that,
John
but-
Cena's Peacemaker and him as Homelander fighting.
Man, so apparently everybody wants to beat up Travis Scott for injuring Cody.
He got punched in the face. It's all right. They mean like Travis Scott. Like I guess they didn't show him how to like do a proper punch.
No,
but, like,
yeah, because he busted.
You
He
mean-
apparently
you
got
mean
slapped
that-
and ruptured Cody's
that-
eardrum.
that
it's gonna
talentless
get
hack who
it's gonna
can't
get
wrestle?
heat. It's gonna get heat, and he's gonna get a receipt.
You mean that talentless hack who can't rap or wrestle?
He has
That guy?
McDonald's meal
Well, I
named
mean,
after him. That's kind
apparently
of cool.
WWE must like him if he sings the new Raw theme song.
Oh, you mean the one that made my ears bleed?
I missed it when it was Nickelback.
Miss Papa Roach.
The
Yeah.
same.
Oh wait, is he the who does the WrestleMania theme? That one that's stupid. That
Oh, that's the Weekend.
Of
It's
course,
such a.
We
I
can-
hate that so much.
terrible. Well, but
At
again,
least
it's gotta be-
Poppy got to do Elimination Chamber.
Hey, that's a great song too.
Yeah,
I love
New
Poppy.
Way Out is a really good song.
That whole album is fantastic, dude. The new Poppy
And what do we have to
album
look
is
forward to for WrestleMania?
great. That's about right.
Well, that's Yo's girl right there, Poppy. So
Sounds like someone taking a dump. That theme song.
Eo's awesome. I love Io Sky.
Yeah,
What? Oh,
I mean, like,
yeah,
you
she did
shoehorn
bring
Rick-
Io out.
Right.
Right, I remember that.
Yep.
I just found out the other day that Io Sky was in, or whatever you want to call it, Shirai was in Lucha Underground.
yeah,
So was Kyrie Sane.
Yeah, I know.
Both of
I was
them.
listening to
I
the
mean, if you really think about it,
TVB
technically,
interview.
Thunder Rosa is still 1/3 the final Lucha Underground Trios champions.
Yes, she was.
Penta was talking about wrestling Chelsea Green, so that was pretty cool.
They wrestled on Lucha
That was
Underground.
actually a really good match.
No, a lot of that. No, Lucha Underground was very underrated for what it was. I
Is
chatted
it
about
true that WWE bought the rights to Lucha Underground?
it. It wouldn't surprise me.
No, that was. It turned out that rumor got the bump. That was a false rumor.
What about the new El Grande Americano?
What's
Oh my god!
From the
Chad
Gulf of
Gable's
America. From the
great.
Gulf of America.
I love Chad Gable. Chad Gable is one of the best things in WWE right now.
Oh,
that,
when
man.
Kathy Kelly made that tweet, I was dying when she made that tweet.
Yeah.
You can't spell luchador without Chad. That crap had me dying.
That's pretty badass. He said that. I'm going to give him my money when I see him.
That's not the only weird luchador thing going on. AEW, what's her name's pretending to be a luchador too? Harley Cameron.
Oh yeah, she's
Man,
funny.
she's over as hell right now, man. Harley Cameron.
But yeah, the whole Chad Gable wrestling as a luchador is awesome. I like it.
I'm loving Chad Gable as a luchador right now. This is gold. Everything Chad Gable has done, except for Shorty G, has been mostly fantastic.
I was about to say, yeah.
Shorty G was just an
Man,
asshole man.
WWE
Who likes
2019
to
in
come,
general was
come up
terrible.
with some ideas.
Shorty G was done by the asshole who no longer has anything to do with the company.
Man,
So-
Who likes to come, according to Joe.
2019 WWE in general was terrible. You literally had a Hell in a Cell match in on a disqualification that year.
How are you going to hell in the cell match on disqualification? That doesn't even make sense.
WWE
Wait,
for you.
which one are we talking about?
Rollins versus The Fiend in Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, that was stupid.
I heard people was asking for their money back and everything after that happened.
I mean, you can't really ask for your money back because if that was the case, I wouldn't have a student loan right now.
Exactly. Same. Same.
Well, the out of touch old man is out of WWE, so we don't have to worry about shit like that anymore.
Who, Vince?
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna there are rumors saying that he wants to start a new federation with Ryback.
yeah, they were talking about that too.
Dude, have you ever watched Ryback eat stuff on his YouTube channel? It's freaking glorious.
He
That guy
does.
can put away Arby's like a champ.
I seen that.
He's on TikTok too.
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok because I'll drop the mic to that.
I'm actually being a sinner today by doing this because I'm gonna have to post this eventually on social media. And I've mostly given up social media for Lent, except for doing stuff like this and for band related stuff. So you're welcome.
Yeah, I actually
You
have
don't,
not
you,
talked
you, you
TikTok.
don't, you don't have to give up stuff for Lent. Jesus did that already when he died on the cross, man. You're good. You can do whatever you want.
I know, but I want to be a good Christian.
That's Catholicism.
That's true. But also,
Let's be Mormons. We get a planet when we die.
But in fairness, my mental health needed a break from social media.
No, I hear you, man. I just like the memes and the reels I send to everybody.
Yeah. I enjoy the stuff you send me. You've always sent me funny stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened.
There's some good wrestling content, on on those with like a dude who calls himself like Shawn Michaels or something. Shawn, but he spells it differently.
Right.
There's a bunch of like guys on TikTok and YouTube that do some funny that do some funny shit with wrestling.
I enjoy the TikTok wrestling stuff on TikTok. It's usually entertaining. I enjoy a lot of that stuff. Trying to think.
You know what I want to know? I want to know if the Undertaker ever got to meet Bulging Eyes guy.
I don't know.
You remember Bulging Eyes guy from when Brock Lesnar ended the streak?
Yeah.
They never talk about that guy anymore.
No, all I hear about with the Undertaker is how dumb marks go, "Oh, the cucumber should have broken the streak."
Say that again.
I was listening to an interview. They were talking about a fan did like a comment to Undertaker, like a fan post saying, "Oh, the cucumber should have broken the streak," because apparently the Undertaker doesn't like cucumbers.
No, he doesn't. Oh yeah, he told a really funny story on Chris Van Vliet's podcast about how Paul Bearer and Brian Adams, ribbed him in a restaurant, putting cucumber in his
iced tea
in his drink.
They had it flat on the bottom. He said too.
Yeah,
so he went to drink it. All he got was a taste of cucumber.
Revenge, when Paul for revenge, when Paul Bearer had to take a piss, had to go to the bathroom, whatever. Undertaker was like, "Oh, we'll go the next stop." No, we'll go the next
receipt,
until he pissed himself.
A receipt, though.
Yep.
That's a receipt.
And then Paul Bearer's like pissed off, and he goes, "Paul, I don't like cucumbers."
Oh, I remember this.
Paul was like, kind of realized that, oh fuck.
Imagine he said, "Paul, I don't like ECW."
Paul Heyman.
Well, hey, we're talking about Paul Bearer, but yeah, Paul.
Oh,
Heyman.
Whoops, sorry. Well, if you're like, "Paul, I don't like your urn," it's dumb. I don't know. I just want to fit in with you guys.
I'm convinced there was something with chocolate leather, and he was just eating chocolate ringside the whole time. He gained so much weight during that tenure.
Mark Henry?
Paul Bearer.
Oh, the chocolate thing is sexual
No,
chocolate.
no. I'm thinking like there was like chocolate or some crap, like fatty crap in that urn, and he was just eating while he was at ringside. No one was looking.
He lost a lot of weight though before he passed.
Yeah, he had the gastric bypass. He lost like 200 something pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually got to wrestle Ortiz in a match?
Yeah, at practice, he freaking loved Naughty Night. I freaking gave him my fucking submission hold was a titty twister. That guy was he's such a good dude. I would love to freaking see him again. Like that's the thing. Like I really hope to like run into people. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna happen with him, but another guy that would wrestle in the same Fed he was in, like Joey Ace, for example. when he was in FTW, he my first time in wrestling too, when I was just watching like the student shows and stuff. When he came out to Cult of Personality, and like now that's CM Punk's entrance music. So it's just like I wonder if like there's a WWE scout at an FTW show, and they're like, this would work. So like
what year? What year?
2010.
It was pre him using Cult of
When,
Personality.
Rod, when did Punk start using that?
2011.
Exactly.
Okay, so
you're talking the king mark of Punk right here. Come on.
That's interesting. Yeah,
you
keep Chuck. You keep what? You keep saying nice things about that cancer, Chuck. You keep going with that.
CM Punk's the man. I don't know what you two are talking about.
No, he's a cancer.
Who has cancer?
They call
CM Punk's a cancer.
They call CM Punk cancer. They don't like Punk because they're wrong.
He's like the locker room cancer.
No, and this, when me and RJ agree on it, yeah, that's how you know.
I'm just wondering if like the whole Seth Rollins thing, like I first started watching WWE once CM Punk made his return and stuff like that.
No, not that has nothing to do with why I don't like Punk. That
I'm just wondering if No, I'm just wondering if like that they have like freaking heat together. They work really well together, but it's like they make it so believable they hate each other out of all the wrestlers I've seen.
That's how it works though. Like when you blur the lines of reality, and that's what makes a good story, and that's what puts asses in seats.
It was like what pissed me off with AEW was they're like, oh, we're gonna watch the leak tape of Punk. It's like, what was the point of that? They tried to play it off as it furthered the story. It did nothing for the story.
I agree with you on that was really stupid.
It did nothing for the story.
And they don't talk about it because sure
it was stupid.
What I'm saying is like I would love to hear like someone ask Jericho that question in an interview. I'm sure Jericho will turn it down or whatever, but I want to know like the logic behind doing that shit. Yeah, they was part of the Young Bucks being the EVP storyline, whatever. But you realize that whole faction has been off TV with the exception of Okada.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what's great about the Bucks? This is why I don't get the Bucksy.
That title has been a kind of I don't know. That title's kind of been put to the wayside because now that Kenny Omega has the international title, Daniel Garcia I think him wrestling Adam Cole now, putting in a storyline with Adam Cole, is actually bringing life back to the TNT championship. But his run as TNT champion has not been a good run at all.
AEW's locked. Even this feud with Moxley and Edge and FTR, we all know what's going to happen, and it's already been planted. What's going to happen is FTR is going to turn on Edge, and then Edge and Christian are going to reunite to fight FTR. They're going to cost Edge the title against Moxley. Christian's going to come save Edge, and it's going to be Edge and Christian and AEW's a tag team.
I actually don't mind that because I would like to see them tag again. I mean,
the seats because all of a sudden Nick Wayne and the mom and Chris Sabin or Kip Sabian rather. Chris Sabian. I'm Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian. We're all like not around with Christian right now.
Are we happy with the WrestleMania buildups? We're going to now.
Honestly, just the Cena Cody Rhodes one, which I don't know if it's gonna be on night 1 or night 2.
I feel like I was actually reading.
Yeah. Cena Cody's going to be night 2 since Roman, Punk, and Rollins the main event, and that's probably gonna be the main event night 1.
So it's like, Punk, you want a main event Mania? Now you get to, just not the way you wanted to.
It just boggles my mind how like neither Rumble winners get in the main event. Isn't that the whole point of the Rumble? You win the Rumble, you get the main event WrestleMania, but yet neither Rumble winners get in the main event this year.
I thought it was a title shot. You get a title shot, not a main
I
event.
don't think it was guaranteed main event. I mean, there have been years where the title match wasn't the main event. Case in point, WrestleMania 11, what was the main event? Lawrence Taylor, Bam Bam Bigelow, not Diesel, Shawn Michaels.
They're going to call it a double main event. You know
They
that.
always do that. They've been calling double and triple main events for years.
Has it always been 2 nights?
No, but I don't mean that.
No, it started 2 nights in 2020 when they had the PC WrestleMania.
Well, no, it's been 2 nights since that.
Right.
Oh, yeah, since that. But no, I'm saying like I don't know what night the Gunther Uso match is, but they're going to call that.
So
It's a double
That'll
main
probably be night
event.
one.
So as
You're
per
not
Wikipedia,
going to have both world
whatever
title
this is
matches
worth,
on the same night. So that'll probably be night 1. Charlotte and Tiffany will probably be night 2.
So right now, the only thing they've solidified, as per Wikipedia, which is I don't know how this is going to be yet, they're putting Orton and Owens on night 1, and the triple threat is night 1. Night 2, the only confirmed match is Cody Rhodes, John Cena.
And
Everything else is TBA.
I want to.
But you're not going to put both the world title matches on the same night. So Gunther and Jay probably be night 1, definitely.
Probably.
What about the match featuring the Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and that no good garbage piece of shit?
Oh my God! Stop hating on Bianca.
By the way, speaking of that angle, why is nobody acknowledging how great Naomi is right now?
Who is?
Oh, that's all. Yeah.
Why is nobody acknowledging how great Naomi is right now?
Caution. Yeah, that's fun. I love what they're doing with her right now.
I can see that. I can see Naomi and Jade going on night 2.
That is gonna.
Who are you rooting for, Jade or Naomi?
I love what they're doing with my Naomi.
But I'm curious to see who they're going to have go up against Liv and freaking Raquel for those tag titles.
They don't need a match. No one cares about that.
I want to see Naomi hit someone with the car again. I hope she comes out to the WrestleMania driving a car.
Oh, no.
Well, she threw Jade into the car.
I want to see Naomi come out with the exact car that she threw Jade Cargill through.
Yeah, like the windshield and blood all over it.
That's the entrance.
And then
Rod is so bad because he also loves Naomi. All his favorites are turning on the fans.
Is that going to be even a fair match? Because Jade Cargill will annihilate her.
That's the point of the match.
Not if she has the car.
Unless
she has to back up this time.
So, Rod, what are your thoughts on Naomi these days?
I'm not going to lie. You know what I can possibly see happening? The Meta Girls getting called up and joining Naomi.
Oh, Lash Legend and the other one?
Yeah, Jakar Jackson.
That's it. I'd be okay with that. It'd be a great faction.
I love it, though. Everyone remembers Lash Legend's name, but not Jakar Jackson.
She has a terrible talk show on it. Garbage.
So.
You know what show I missed? The AW show. Abraham Washington.
Oh my God.
What's wait, metaphor. What's by the way, Noam Dar's girlfriend wrestles for that ALR promotion in Florida.
Nice.
Yeah. She's doing it. She's doing the US tour right now.
Yeah, she used
to be on NXT UK before.
I know. Aaliyah James, yeah.
Remember.
But
good old Aaliyah James.
I just remember her as well. But what the hell is Noam Dar?
He's injured.
Because they're not metaphor at all anymore. It shouldn't be called metaphor at all.
What happened to Alexa Bliss?
She came back.
I mean, that's a good question. She was there now.
Right?
Came back, and right now the creative don't have nothing for her. So,
of course.
Well, what about the Wyatt Six? We haven't seen them. Put her with them.
Apparently, Uncle Howdy was injured, but he's on the fast recovery. That's why they haven't been featured on SmackDown.
Well,
they want to do with them. They already buried them. They had Karrion Kross already bury them. They're done.
Speaking of Karrion Kross being buried, He's not doing anything but just getting into wrestlers' heads. Let's see him wrestle a match. We haven't really seen him do anything. What's funny about
Karrion Kross is that he does that, but then like he actually impacts like every story that those wrestlers are around. Like it winds up being the result of that.
AJ Styles right now is going to wrestle Logan Paul, it looks like, but Karrion Kross has been in his head, and they should really do something with him.
I agree.
Logan Paul should be facing Gunther, not Jey Uso. Should be Logan Paul, not Jey Uso, because I want to see the fucking heat behind that.
Fuck Logan Paul.
He's the fucking man. He's the best, and because you hate him, I love him so much. Not because you personally, because he's so hated, makes me love him because he's a phenomenal heel. And his brother punches.
I don't like him, but he's a great heel.
Did you guys also see Mike Tyson's butt?
He was a heel before he was a heel, though.
Yeah, but it's okay because like it works.
And now him and his brother got their own reality show out now.
I can't argue with you because he is actually good in the ring.
That is, by the way, I just want to point out that was the most Vinny the Guido comment about heel talent ever in the entire history of the world.
Never met the guy. I don't know him.
He was on our show once. Rod's boy. That's Rod's boy.
Yep. Mine's
technically he's mine.
Well, listen, Dominic Mysterio don't got nothing on Vinny the Guido when it comes to doing hard times. So
I have to cut you off there, Chuck. Who put Vinny the Guido on the show?
Which one? It
wasn't Rod. It wasn't you.
It was you.
Yeah. So whose boy is he?
He's your boy now. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
You're like, I don't know if you want to admit to that.
That burden.
You're like, I wouldn't admit to that, but sure, you could say that if you want. You
can be Vinny's boy.
Yeah.
We all have. I feel like
probably not something you'd want to admit.
I think we all have our own funny Vinny the Guido stories.
But I've got quite a few.
You know what, Rod? You're very quiet. Tell us a good Vinny the Guido story.
All right. Let me see now. What would be a good? Oh, okay, so I'll tell you. Okay, so I'll tell the Taco Bell story.
Here in Charlotte.
Sorry.
So me and a couple of my friends with Vinny all headed to my boy's now ex-wife's house at the time to go watch Monday Night Raw. And Vinny goes, "Oh, can we stop off at the Taco Bell in North Babylon so he could grab something?" So we was like, "All right, we had time." We go in there, and these group of kids rush up to him. They're like, "Oh my God, you're Vinny. Wait, can we get your autograph?" So he signs the autograph for the kids. He comes back over to us. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can't even go into Taco Bell while people are asking for my autograph."
He once told me that he was trying to take a piss at the guy who was asking for his autograph too.
Oh, he told me that. He told me my buddy Matt that story when he was like holding his wiener or something, and he's like, "You want me to use my penis to sign your paper?"
That sounds like a video.
What gets me about what Rod just said is that it's actually a true story because Rod witnessed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that legit happened. Out of all the stories you never told me, there are 2 official stories I can officially say that are true.
These are canon stories.
The Taco Bell story and the WrestleMania 23 DVD story. Yes, he is actually on the WrestleMania 23 DVD.
Doing what?
Reviewing The Condemned.
Yeah, apparently he got see like an early screening of The Condemned, and he got interviewed afterwards for it. And it's on the WrestleMania 23 DVD.
I'm gonna have to buy it just for him.
That's why you would buy it.
Yeah, because I know that guy. By that logic, I should have all the NWA stuff now. Yeah. Also, Brian tackles people at airports, so that's cool. Or Walmart. I'm sorry.
Oh no, well, it was Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
It was him and
the something Russian.
Him and Natalia. Yeah, because the guy stole her credit card.
I tried to buy an $800 TV or something.
Wait, Natalia Markova?
Yes. And there was YouTube footage of him tackling the dude in Walmart too.
That's funny.
I was never prouder of that man. He was like Batman to me.
Not a Batman.
But yet he still cut my band's set short It was my birthday show, and my band gets cut short.
Oh no, you should talk to him about Jester's sound check at Village Pub South 20 years ago.
I will defend Brian because I love that man. I've watched him say
I have no problems with him.
I've watched Brian within a 2-minute conversation say the F word at least 80 times. It was amazing.
I played one show years ago at the Fifth Avenue Arena in Ronkonkoma when FTW was doing events there when they had the ring there. We played a random Halloween show. It was like My Band Dust Comes Calling,
right?
Farewell Fire. I'm trying to remember. I think Chiba Ken played that show. I can't even remember who played that show.
A friend of mine, Chiba Ken, I remember. Yeah, those guys.
It was one of those like echelon of bands. I can't remember, but I remember during a Farewell Fire set, they actually had, or Brian Idol was still like half training at the time, and one of the more seasoned guys, I guess, one of the trainers, they had a match during a Farewell Fire, so it was actually kind of cool. Basically,
they had a match when Altamont, with Altamont playing, and then James from Altamont was bringing out the Rockstar to, I guess, for the battle royal they had, and the lead singer of Altamont got a little too involved. He he was really trying to be a heel, and he pissed off the ref who was in that match.
I'm not gonna lie. I love how like every time now I see like CCW highlights, I always see like people from the real world getting involved now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know that dude Mark Long?
Oh, fuck him. Oh, you mean the Miz? He was more so involved in BCRW. I hate. Oh, and while he wrestles, his fucking chant is, he goes, "I'm a TV star." Dude, you're a guy who's in the Miz's shadow. Fuck off.
They're on the Miz's shadow. They all wish they were the Miz. That's the problem with them all.
I like being me.
I love the Miz though. Miz is one of my all-time favorites.
Mine's right now LA Knight and Joe Hendry are probably my two favorite wrestlers right now.
I love LA Knight, as you can see by my shirt. I love LA Knight. He's great.
Yeah. I recently got the LA Knight Funko Pop.
Nice.
How, you just got back into it, but do you have to wait a certain amount of time? Let's say you wanted to do extra work for AEW or WWE or even Impact. Could you just do it?
Wait, what do you mean?
Joe, I'm asking you.
Okay. You're asking me if I can do any of those wrestling shows?
Right. Have you thought about doing extra work?
I'm not big enough, dude. I'm 5'10". You need to be over 6 feet tall for WWE. I'd probably get a chance with AEW. Yeah.
There are plenty of guys. Well, that's why I was saying.
Well, now that Vince is gone, it's a little bit different, but that's why Chris Benoit was all roided out. Which, if I had my own Royal Rumble at my own Royal Rumble at my own show, I would play his music to troll people because we have a special guest. I'll promote it that way. I'll play that music, but just kidding, and then have the real special guest.
Actually, dude, you're saying
that was a great heel heat.
Now,
thinking of that, that band finally just recently started playing that song again.
Yeah, Our Lady Peace.
Yeah, they started finally playing that.
Good for them, honestly. Good for them.
I think they actually put that song on one of their albums.
I disagree with something you said, though. You said you have to be 6'10", not in the Triple H era.
Over 6 feet tall.
Not in the Triple H era.
No, it's about back in the day. I wouldn't have.
Talking about now. I'm talking about right now.
They wouldn't. If I had a chance to do anything like that, if I got really lucky, they'd probably have a heel pull me out of the crowd as a fan and beat me up in the ring. That's the most. I honestly like the indie scene better than the.
Or you might be like a security guard or something.
Yeah,
I guess I'm not really intimidating. I'm a pretty sweet guy. I cry when I need to.
It's true.
My dad was a cop though. He was mean.
Joe, I'm gonna explain something about you because you're a good guy. You're almost nice to a fault. You're like a sweetheart of a human being. You get to know you. but that's why, as a wrestling character, you'd probably make a great heel.
I was gonna say I could see you I could see you kind of being a heel. I could see you kind of being a dick. I think that'd be cool.
I'm a nice guy, but I could see me being a heel if I was a wrestler too. But again, that's another thing.
I only want to be a fucking heel because fuck everyone.
Rod wants to so badly be the baby face.
Yeah. I rather I'd have so much fun. That's why I wanted to fucking be a heel manager, because I'd have more fun being a fucking asshole, telling people to go fuck themselves, making kids cry. Fuck that.
It's not hard making kids cry. You just kick them.
I still think the funniest thing I ever heard in like a shoot interview about a wrestler.
My kid would be like, my kid would be like, why are you doing that?
Use your words. Use your words.
I think when I have a kid and I go to a wrestling event, I'm going to teach them how to be supporting of the heel, because it'll be hilarious to watch these kids hate on these wrestlers.
I don't want kids. I want a cat.
Ron is going to have like a mini version of himself for John Cena at every wrestling event when he has
kids. I'll be happy.
So, Rod, thoughts on John Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the word I want to use? Flabbergasted in my emotions right now.
So what was the natural reaction of you when John Cena hit the low blow on Cody after hugging him?
Man,
low blow, he kicked him in the dick.
Like my jaw dropped and the remote dropped out of my hand at the same time.
And no one was there with a fucking phone to get evidence of this? God damn it.
Dude, where was Amanda on this one, bro?
Yeah.
In the living room.
Amanda, you failed us. Amanda, you failed this city.
I'm gonna send her this link, and I'm gonna tell them fast forward to this point in time, like, listen to this part.
Oh, speaking of ADHD, attention wrestling disorder moments, the name of the faction was Dark State. Took me a while.
Oh, okay.
Retribution.
Anyway. You know what, Rod? The world's been waiting for a second heel turn.
For Cena. I'm loving it. I think it's great.
But no, it's kind of, I'm a little disappointed because when Cena wanted to do it, he made a song and changed his gear, but he's still doing this shit. And it's
maybe he won for WrestleMania. Remember, he didn't come out to the freaking My Time Is Now until WrestleMania before JBL.
I'll pass it up. Come on.
Hold on, sorry. Wait. My mom made brownies.
Nice.
Special brownies?
Are they special?
Oh no.
My lifestyle is going to reflect my new gimmick, that's all I'm going to say.
I'm with that. I support this. I'm all about seeing you wrestle, bro. I'm going to go to every event. I'll find a way there.
When's your debut match?
I'm not going to do it. I need to train, and this is just like from the experiences I've had. I was supposed to be on the FTW roster, but just a series of fortunate events. But I'm probably not going to do it until at least after the summertime. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing in the ring, because I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm not going to hurt someone else.
Right.
That's like the first rule of wrestling: protect your partner, protect yourself. And then Bret Hart's like, "Oh, Bill Goldberg kicked me in the face,"
and he's still crying about it 25 years later.
Yeah.
The excellence of bitch-acution.
He is still, and Goldberg's like, dude, it was an accident. He's basically telling him to get over it.
He's been in talks with Triple H about having this retirement match finally.
I also would have banged Sonny. What?
Yeah. Wait. Oh.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Isn't she like in jail now? Isn't she in prison?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes me go from a 2 to a 9 to her. I don't know what she looks like now, though.
Oh, no, she looks horrible now.
Old. Yeah, she does not look like the way she did. Oh, by the way, Rod, congratulations, because now Cody Rhodes is the new John Cena.
Like, literally.
Lame.
I love Cody Rhodes. I don't care. I still love him.
Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes!
I was annoying the shit out of me.
Roman Reigns.
Hey, Roman Reigns.
Well, that's how they chant over there in Europe.
They're wrong.
Yeah, they are wrong.
Man, you can hear them at soccer football games.
So I don't go to soccer football games.
But this is wrestling. It's not soccer or football or.
When John When John Cena said, like, I'm going to ruin wrestling for everyone, I thought he was going to say afterwards it's fake.
I would have died laughing. I
Yeah,
would have
that would have been
kissed myself
freaking
laughing.
great.
I would have been done forever.
That would have been awesome.
John Cena would be my favorite wrestler forever if he did that promo. I would have been like, okay, John Cena is number one of all time. Now I understand why he's the GOAT, Rod.
Hey,
That
kid,
would-
So
wrestling's,
bad.
That would be the GOAT move, yeah.
wrestling's predetermined, kids.
If he
Well,
did that, he'd be my number one favorite wrestler. Nothing would ever top that for me in wrestling. Ever.
I mean, wrestling's not. I don't know. My friend has a T-shirt that says "F the F word." I can tell you right now, my freaking back is black and blue, and I'm hurting from my training yesterday. But it's like a badge of honor that I get to.
I get irritated when they use that word. Like, yeah, I'd like to see you last like 2 minutes in the ring. Shut the fuck up.
You can't hang.
Right. I hate it the most when you tell people you watch wrestling, the first thing they say is, "Oh, it's the F word." Like that's going to stop you from watching it now because you just told them. Like like I didn't know that already. Like,
Rod, you act like
it's like
so
some
real.
universal secret that only a few people know about until recently.
Like, I dare you to go into an indie show and say that to a wrestler and see if you get out.
You know what I tell people when they say that? I was like, all right, so I could power bomb you to a table, and since it's fake, it won't hurt, right?
I'm gonna go right up to a wrestler's face and say wrestling's fake, and he's like, "Joe, we know who you are."
Like, I'll tell you if it hurts.
Technically, Rod. Well, technically, Rod, if we're going to talk like inside baseball, if you power bomb someone, you are kind of putting them in a position where they are going to be protected, but they still have to sell the move. I mean, if it's done wrong, then yeah, they are going to get fucked.
Right. So I went to the 1996 Survivor Series. There was a guy yelling and getting all bent out of shape in front of me. I was like 10 years old. The kid was a teenager. I'm actually convinced it was Rod. He thought it was real.
Don't like you. Pipe down, you.
Anyone who says wrestling's fake,
could be the guy.
I tell him to watch New Jack.
New Jack. I was going to say the guy who wrestled New Jack, and that guy was like messed up after the match. And tell that guy it was fake. Yeah, I don't think.
Which one? Are you talking about the scaffold or the young guy?
The young guy.
Oh, Mass Transit.
Who lied about being
Mass Transit. That was Mass Transit.
Fucking dome open.
It's like, I
feel that was New Jack.
No, there's a few legendary New Jack stories. That's why I asked which one. There's the one with Mass Transit, who was the young guy who got the crap beat out of him by New Jack.
Man, for now, I'm gonna tell people when they say wrestling is fake, I'm like, all right, let me suplex you on Spike like Copeland did Mox, and let's see how fake that was.
Wasn't it more? It wasn't just his ass kick. Didn't he almost didn't he almost die?
Who, Mass Transit?
No, the guy. Yeah, the guy who
he ended up dying. He got the gastric bypass surgery, and it failed or whatever, and it killed him. When the way New Jack cut him, he lost feeling in his face, though. Because when you gig yourself, I've never done it. I want to do it at least once. Thanks, man. You're good friends. Oh shit! It's boiling. Ah! Sorry, we're making mac and cheese.
Nice.
But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, when you gig yourself.
Now he passed away from gastric bypass surgery.
Oh, I saw a guy do a horrible gig job at I think it was an FTW show.
When I hung out with Balls Mahoney, like his forehead was like all like cut up from gigging. I love that guy so much. He was amazing.
Dude, he basically turned his back to the crowd, covered his face, the next thing you know, and then he like looks at everyone and all of a sudden he's bleeding. He was a really bad blade job. The way the guy did it. It was a hardcore match. I'm pretty sure this happened at the FTW show that I was at, and this guy was really bad.
I used to hate it when people was like, "Oh, that's not real blood, that's ketchup."
Then taste
blood capsule things. They chew and
but the way he did it, like, oh, give me a second, I'm just gonna. He like literally turns his back, he does this, and the next thing you know, oh, he's got blood all over his face. Like,
well, it goes back to my old theory how wrestling got exposed for me with the WrestleMania 2 VHS. There's the spot in the Hogan Bundy match where he throws Bundy into the cage and he's bleeding, but they mess the camera angle up, and you watch Heenan blade him right open.
Vince was like, "Oh damn it, they fucked up."
Yeah, you actually could see it. It's ridiculous. But if you watch it on like Peacock, they edit it so you can't tell.
That's what they did with Star Wars, the special editions.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, like do it where it actually looks like it's really, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Like, don't like be like, oh, I'm gonna turn my back to the crowd and yeah. And then I'm bleeding now. I'm bleeding.
Hold that thought. He didn't know it, but apparently Joe got the Rod memo about the ceiling shot.
Wait, what?
He was off camera and he had this camera point at the ceiling. That's the Ron Hancock angle.
Yeah.
Oh, mother. Oh, what are we gonna do? Watch a light now? We're gonna be blinded by a fucking light. Got Rod with his goddamn
just got a photo of himself.
Now Joe's got a fucking light. Great.
Rod has this thing where he often will put the camera down and he'll just be up at the fan.
Yeah, because if I'm tired of holding my damn phone, I put it down.
Oh well, now we have the Rod. Now we have the Rod screenshot.
Yeah. Hey,
who's Rod?
That's Rod.
I love that guy.
Everyone loves Rod. Everyone loves Rod. I don't know why, but everyone loves Rod.
He's just got that it factor,
He's got the it factor, and he's a mark.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we tried to do a show without Rod, and
it sucked. It sucked.
It sucked.
Was both you guys? Was it like just you two awkwardly talking to each other?
Yes.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with our dynamic. When you take Rod out of the equation, it's just the two of us chatting about wrestling. You have Rod here. It's like you bring in another dimension where he has questionable taste in wrestling, so you can make his balls about it.
I know you ain't talking about questionable taste in wrestling.
Wait, what?
What was that, Rod?
Don't listen to him. Don't let him misguide you.
Why? Because you have terrible taste in wrestling?
Yeah. Oh, coming from the person who likes the cancer?
CM Punk is the best thing in wrestling right now. Please.
Yeah.
Does that make Seth Rollins chemo?
You support that asshole from AEW who fortunately is not on TV anymore, Rod. So I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah, you mean that whole time? Oh yeah, Jack Perry's a heel. Oh, let's put a video against CM Punk with him being.
What does that have to do with Rio ruining wrestling?
Oh,
I'll ruin wrestling right now.
Oh God, Rhea. She hasn't been on TV in months, and you still complain about her. Listen, just because she politely turned you down when you asked out for a date, you can't go on hating her about it forever.
Oh yes, he can. Wait, who are we talking about?
Rio from AEW. She's a Japanese women's wrestler. I
don't know who's more garbage, Rio or Bianca Belair.
Wow. Oh, God, neither one of them.
Bianca Belair is terrible. That hair is stupid. She's
not the most marketable female in the entire company, but okay.
The dumbest, the stupidest, the shittiest. Yes, you are the ESP.
No.
I'm on my own. I'll get your word.
I'm again going back to that. Naomi is doing the best work of her career right now because of it.
No shit. I've always
let anybody care about Naomi. The only time anybody ever cared about Naomi was when she turned on Paige.
The best work of her career is when she went to Impact and was Knockouts champion. That was the best work of her career.
She had great matches against Jordan and Deanna Purrazzo.
Hater.
TNA is boring.
Oh my God! Pipe down, you hater.
It may be. You may think that, but Deanna Purrazzo would probably be better off back there because they're barely using her at AEW.
They're not using her for shit in AEW. She's on Collision once in a while, and she cuts these really mediocre promos.
Yeah, but she lost to Harley Cameron.
Everybody loses to Harley Cameron. That's a joke.
Harley Cameron's actually doing her best work right now.
Over the hell right now, Harley Cameron. She's the fans love her.
She's over. She's hilarious. That's why, but she's not that great in the ring.
I smoked pot with Johnny Hopkins.
She hasn't been wrestling. She's only been wrestling 4 years.
Wait. You what? You smoked pot with who?
Johnny Hopkins and Sloan Kettering.
The guy who invented.
Should I know who that is?
Nah, they're not. Sorry, just don't mind. Well, I got high with Sabu. There's another Vinny the Guido story.
Oh, bring him back on. Let's go back to this. I like this.
Let's go back to
Vinny the Guido saved me from Sabu yelling at me because he thought I was like a fan because like all the wrestlers were. I was backstage. The show was over, and one of the students like brought weed into the place, and they were all smoking. And I walked up to say what's up to Vinny, and then Sabu was like, "Get out of here, Scat! Do you know him?" And he's like, "Oh, he's a student." And he was like, "Oh." And then he kind of just moved on with our lives, and that's it.
Oh, speaking of Vinny Guido and Sabu story, so apparently, I remember Vinny Guido was telling me the story how like he's Sabu and RVD's weed man whenever they come to New York.
I was Bret Hart's weed man, but we didn't get to meet him, so I smoked it.
That is the second most Vinny the Guido comment you've made all show.
No, that's a real story. It was me, Robbie Rebel, and Mikey Seidel. We met up with Brian, and Brian said he's like, I got students. I think it was like a VPW thing. I don't know. It was like a meet and greet, and he told me to get some smiz for Bret Hart, and we kind of just ended up standing outside. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we can't get in." I was like,
"Oh, you're basically wow." I didn't even know that he smoked weed. That's interesting.
Bret, yeah.
Bret Hart smokes weed. That does not surprise me at all.
No, he's been like an advocate for years about professional wrestlers smoking weed. Not as big as RVD, but he's been an advocate.
Well, the Godfather and RVD are the two poster boy wrestlers for weed.
Yes,
because I mean, Godfather wrestled for like 3 years straight, every week cutting the pro about rolling a fatty right on Raw.
So, which wrestlers are an advocate for blow?
Kurt Hennig.
I know. I was gonna say it. I was scared to.
Kurt Hennig. That's fucked up though.
I sent back
freaking Tully Blanchard.
I sent Matt. Remember that thing I sent you with the Kurt Hennig shots where they gargle the pills before they swallow, and you. Yeah.
Tully Blanchard. That's why he got fired from WWE because he failed the drug test because he had coke in the system.
That's what killed him, right?
Well, that's what killed him. Yeah, he OD'd. You know who else is a big crack guy in the '80s? Buddy Landell.
Oh.
Apparently there was a.
Isn't that what Gino Hernandez OD'd or was coke?
I think so.
Didn't Ric Flair do something like that?
Ric Flair shakes his pee-pee for people.
He just does this with his dick.
I'm telling you, if you watch the Dark Side of the Ring and just watch Tommy Dreamer describe it, it's really like.
Huh. It was like he was sitting right there, positioning it for him.
Yeah, he was I was able to see it in my head the way he's such a good storyteller.
Oh no, he's a great storyteller. No, that was a good episode. Actually, all those episodes, even the Mick Foley one last week was really good.
Doesn't Tommy Dreamer snort Drano or something?
I don't know
what.
I high-fived Tommy Dreamer on an FTW show. He was like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hi."
I met him
twice. All right, see you later.
He's cool.
What was the stuff?
Yeah, I got to shake his hand at a House of Hardcore Impact show that me and Chuck went to a few years ago.
What was he drinking on TV? Didn't he do some gross shit?
That's a Sandman.
Yeah, he freaking drunk the Undertaker's dip.
Is what?
Like the Undertaker was doing chew
tobacco?
on episode Raw, spitting a cup and Tommy Dreamer drank it.
Well, I feel like you know who else would do that? Steve-O.
D'Lo Brown?
No, the Jackass Steve-O.
He said Steve-O.
Oh, Steve-O. I think it's D'Lo Brown.
Oh, speaking of Jackass, fuck you, Knoxville, for ruining WrestleMania.
And fuck John Cena for breaking up with me.
That's the most fun he ever had in match with that match. So
that match shouldn't have happened. You know what? Thank God for guys like I hate to say it. Thank God you have Bad Bunny. Guys like Bad Bunny who actually.
Bad Bunny's actually good in ring though.
Yeah, and Logan Paul, as much of a piece of shit he is, he's a great wrestler. He's a good wrestler. I don't
like him, but he's a good wrestler. And
I think Logan Paul has a really gentle soul and a nice smile.
You are the best heel.
Get him the fuck out of here.
God bless you. You're the best heel, only behind Vinny the Guido.
I don't even realize I'm a heel.
You are absolutely a heel.
I'm not a heel. I'm a gaslighter.
For being heels.
I'm a gaslighter. That should be my gimmick, the gaslighter. and I just say stuff that makes people mad, and I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously,
Right, it's a great gimmick.
You would, yeah. Like I said, you would be a good heel.
You know, what would make that really interesting though if it wasn't on purpose.
Right.
Like,
that's how you have to play it. As Chris Jericho says, play it straight. That's how you have to play it.
Honestly, man, I'm more into like this. Like I'm doing wrestling again. Like, yeah, the physical stuff is fun. Wrestling's fun, but like more like just story arc stuff is why I want to do this. Like, I really want to just make a good story.
You want to get a reaction from people. That's what I think every wrestler does it for. Unless you're Zack Sabre Jr., who actually believes in the quality of a match, or Gunther.
Is that a rapper?
Gunther is the world champion in WWE right now. The one
in New Japan. Wait, Zack Sabre Jr.
No, I said Gunther and Zack Sabre Jr. both like the.
I
love the sport of wrestling. I love to wrestle. Because if you listen to a Zack Sabre Jr. promo, they're fucking horrendous. I love ZSJ, but his promos are fucking terrible.
I never had a big
like
problem.
The cocky heel promos are okay, but like otherwise, his promos are boring. You know who he reminds me of in every aspect of the way? Dean Malenko. Terrible promo, amazing wrestler.
Dean Malenko has Parkinson's.
It's very sad. I met him and it was sad.
Hey, Rod.
What up?
What happened on TNA this week?
I'm gonna take a nap.
Let's see now. Well, it's gonna be official for the tag titles. It's gonna be the Hardys against the Nimitz at Rebellion.
Okay,
for the tag title.
My big brother.
So good.
Boring.
I mean, that's more than what they let him do at AEW. So good for him,
right? But, I mean, he never would have got a world title match at AEW. So good for him.
So I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm at a point now where AEW Collision is as much as good of a sleeping pill as Impact is. They're both amazing sleeping.
Right now, you hating bastard.
They're both great sleeping.
Honestly,
I've been fast forwarding through Collision a lot lately. While watching Dynamite. I enjoy Dynamite and Collision is good.
Still okay. Collision's a mixed bag, and like some of it's like, oh, there's actually a good match, and the rest is like, what the actual hell am I watching?
I can tell you it was a good weekly show. What's it was Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor is okay. I don't watch it all the time, but it's okay. Good matches.
You mean Ring of AEW?
AEW of Honor, yeah. But the problem with it, Ring of Honor, is it became what Dark and Dark Elevation were.
Pretty much.
All the guys that were in Dark and Dark Elevation are now Ring of Honor guys.
Hey, well, I mean, the good thing about Collision is, it's easy to know when to go to the bathroom break. Oh, look, it's hologram. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I've always wanted to crap myself in the ring. Yeah, I thought like that'd be funny.
Apparently, CM Punk
Colonel Robert Parker did at War Games back like in '95.
Rikishi did it and gave freaking Kurt Angle pink eye.
Oh God!
I remember Ric Flair did it in a match against Brian Pillman once.
And that's why Brian Pillman got pink eye. Got it. This is why you can't have this podcast.
No, you know what he should do? That would be a good heel move too. You should at a wrestling match, you should stink palm someone.
What's that?
You don't know? Oh, you've never watched Mallrats?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh man.
Thanks, man. No, Matt just told me what it is. I don't have any pretzels though.
You don't really need a pretzel.
I mean, as long as you don't try to pull a Gigi Dolan on somebody.
Gigi Dolan?
You heard about what she did, right?
No. What did she do?
She took the used tampon and shoved it in her opponent's mouth.
Oh.
That's fucking sexy to me.
That sounds great.
I was gonna say.
Hey man, period. Stop nothing but a sentence, baby girl.
I'm loving these.
I read that. That was a meme I read.
Joe Falcone is my new favorite heel in wrestling. That's it.
I'm not a heel. I'm too sensitive to be a heel. Like, stop, you guys are jerks.
But that's what makes you even better heel.
Yeah.
Because you're so sensitive. That's what makes it better.
Because you don't think that you're doing anything wrong.
I'm not.
Exactly.
Run with it. do it. That's the gimmick. It's great.
Just do what you're doing right now. You'll get plenty of booze, please.
You guys are a bunch of jerks. Okay, I'll do it.
You'd be the next coming of MJF, and everyone would love it.
Oh, that guy's a fucking douche. I love him.
He's amazing.
I'm over MJF, honestly.
We have the same initial. Oh, no, we don't. Well, no,
I'm over MJF. I mean, we get it. You're an asshole.
What's your middle name, bro?
We get it.
My middle name's Mark, but I have a theme song I wrote, and it's on Reverb Nation called FJF, which stands for fucking Joe Falcone. Which
FJF,
will make
works.
FJF versus MJF, but he would probably kick the shit out of me. But I swear to God, I'll fucking bite him.
Isn't he like a kid compared to you? Aren't you older than MJF?
I'm 30. Oh, he's old.
He's young. He's 35. MJF is like 28, 29.
Yeah.
We're old.
But like,
I mean, you guys are old. I'm not that old.
I'm like so over. It's like, we get it. You're gonna insult someone a promo, and you're gonna, you do this. I'm over MJF already. It's like,
there you go.
The Macho Man thing was pretty funny with the fans. Says, "Hey MJF," he's like, "Stick my dick, yeah."
The Macho, there's a fan shot. There it is.
I think he was like 5 years ago. It was cool, but now it's like,
it's still funny.
Yeah,
he's still one of my favorite things in AEW by far.
But I don't know, man. Like, he when he came back to being like, basically, when the whole Adam Cole MJF thing kind of fell through.
They ruined that angle by turning MJF heel again and baby facing the other one.
I mean, okay, it helped Daniel Garcia out.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just like he does what has he done differently?
He's hurt my feelings multiple times. Oh, cool, man. Thanks.
But here's the thing.
Do you have wieners too? Okay.
Oh, do I? Yeah, they're in there.
Cool.
MJF wants that reaction. I'm giving him what he wants.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm giving him what he wants. As long as people hate him, he's doing his job.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
You know who's really good at that then? Probably Putin.
Yeah.
Wow, this conversation just took.
How did we get from abortion to here? I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
That's how you do it. And again, that's good. That's good heel moment too.
I've always wanted to just see gimmicks like that, you got Dr. Isaac Yankem, but what about like a doctor that's an abortionist? Contortion.
You never actually. You just go. Everyone's like, how do we get from talking about abortions to here? And there's nothing about abortions at all.
I mean, in poor taste, if you did that, you would get like major heat.
Yeah, but then you'd offend the wrong group, so then you'd have, because that's the problem with society. Everybody's so goddamn sensitive these days.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah, that shit would have worked probably in the 80s and early 90s, but now, no.
Well, you guys know about like the different canes. There's blue cane, cocaine.
Oh, yes.
Dustin Rhodes, when cocaine put the fucking...
I know all about cocaine.
And freaking like Dustin Rhodes was like, "This is horrible. This is a horrible thing. This is so disrespectful."
Right.
This would be my reaction to that.
Right.
I don't fucking care if he's
I'm all about the small violence. That's my gimmick.
It's about fucking entertainment. If you don't like it, like, yeah.
That's my gimmick, the small violin. They're better at that than Joe guitar.
I still think that's hilarious, the fact that they got away with having a cocaine in wrestling.
I think that's amazing. The cocaine wrestler is great.
You're from England.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a big body of water protecting him from gold dust.
I mean, what is his finisher called, like, the white powder?
I don't know.
May as well be.
I mean,
like, maybe it would. Maybe that's what killed DMX too. Cocaine.
I think that was crack. But
wow.
Was it crack or cocaine?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm waiting for Rod to like go. Oh boy.
Is Rod upset with me?
Oh, you ran through my guard's airport.
No, not even close.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Rob, where the fuck are you showing us now? Why do I want to stare at your wall? I don't want to stare at your fucking wall.
Actually, my feeling, but okay. Because I'm tired of holding my phone.
Yeah, because everyone who's watching this wants to stare at your fucking ceiling.
They do, man. Shoot, stop hating.
Exactly.
I mean,
Man,
like,
shoot, stop hating.
I'm gonna change the fuck. I'm gonna stop watching the fucking episode because I'm sick of staring at this motherfucker's wall.
Pretty much. Oh, I gotta throw it back to Vinny the Guido. My two favorite Vinny the Guido stories. Well, one favorite Vinny the Guido story.
I really don't have any good Vinny the Guido stories, and that's
We're
sad.
hanging out one time with Vinny the Guido, and this is when Hollywood Drive-By was active, and apparently his theme song was "I Get Money" by 50 Cent. So as a joke, I go, I should have my band record a cover of "I Get Money." He goes, dude, do it. I'll use it. I'll get you so much exposure. Gotta love that stuff. It's just the one-liners of Vinny the Guido make it great.
And then it took replacing your guitarist with a bad keyboardist to ruin the band with a cover.
It was ruined before that, but yes.
What song? What song was that?
So, Hollywood Drive-By towards the end of our run, we did a show with a keyboard player after we had like a new musician. She was like a fill-in, but she became a solution kind of thing, which I was never for it. I like her as a person. She's an okay singer, but wasn't the right fit for what Hollywood Drive-By was. Mm-hmm. And basically, we did right after Chester from Linkin Park died, we started covering Somewhere I Belong. So we did it at a couple different shows, and just it didn't translate the way she did it. Like it was just, it wasn't the vibe it needed to be.
Not really.
Yeah, I didn't.
I was confused. I was confused.
The drummer in my new band is the drummer of that band, the Evanescence cover band, Evanescence, I think.
Oh, the Evanescence band, right.
He's really good.
Oh, geez, there's an Evanescence tribute band.
Yeah. So I want a Limp Bizkit tribute band. I love Limp Bizkit.
At one point, a friend of mine was trying to do it. I don't think it ever happened.
In Long Island, there was a Rage Against the Machine tribute band.
I don't like
They're still active.
Audio Slave.
They're still active. There's still one. I was supposed to go.
I like Soundgarden better than Audio Slave.
I mean, Rage and Soundgarden are both better than Audio Slave.
I think Tom Morello's a douchebag.
What happened?
I think Tom Morello's a douchebag.
I've never met him. I couldn't tell you.
I never met him either. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
I feel like he's cool from interviews I've heard him on. He's just a different kind of cat.
I really want like wrestling fans to hate you. It would be so awesome.
I'm all about them hating you. I'm gonna get you heat. I'm gonna find a way to garnish heat for you.
I feel bad. You could have had the wiener bun if you didn't have one.
No, this is all right.
All right, cool.
Slice this shit up.
You'll work again. Talking about wiener bun. What?
And you should be brought to the ring by your manager, Background Matt.
Well, Matt's going to be my manager. He's going to stab people.
I'm also the best husband he'd ever have.
The best.
Right?
I wish he'd put out a little more, but other than that, he's great.
Hey, man. I've been sick.
Background Matt.
And the sun's in my eyes.
Yeah.
His wiener looks weird.
Like It's Always Sunny. It's like, this is an old man and his sleeping partner.
Join Vinny the Guido's stable and then turn on Vinny and...
Oh, no.
I don't know if Vinny the Guido would want to be my manager, but like I'm not a heel. I would like to
makes it better.
I mean, but I'm just curious what he would be like if he was face. Like I wonder if he can pull. I mean, I'm sure he can pull it off.
Never be a baby face.
Never.
No one will ever buy Vinny the Guido as a face.
Yeah, I don't buy you as a baby face at all. I don't believe.
Rod, would you buy Vinny the Guido as a baby face?
Oh, Vinny?
I don't know. That would be a tough call.
No, never would happen.
I'm just saying, based on the conversation that we're having with Joe over here, I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't see you as a baby face. You'd make a really good heel.
I'm loving this guy as a heel. I'm all about it. By the way, Joe, I'm just letting you know that we're all super supportive of you. Like, we all want to
Yeah.
see you succeed. Like, for real.
We want you to succeed.
We want to see
Yeah,
this
we want
transcendent
you to have a
ring, and
great
like,
comeback.
we're all for it. When they're in town, I'm dragging them to see you.
It's just like I have like at least 15 years of injuries to catch up with. So here we go.
I find it. I still don't understand. I was in Cocoa Beach, Rod. Where the hell were you?
I live in
Cocoa.
When?
Like a few weeks ago when I told you when I met Bobby Fish.
I like the mac and
I'll
cheese.
trade with you.
Yeah, one.
You can have this one.
No, I don't want mustard. But I just want this mac and cheese now.
Oh, no, this wiener is big enough for my mouth.
So Chuck's wearing an LA Knight shirt. Rod's wearing I don't know, but Joe and I are wearing band shirts. You got like a Godsmack shirt on.
Shine down, sir.
Shine down.
And this is the kitten Ripley, named after Rhea Ripley.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I got my Mind Virus T-shirt on.
Nice.
Great metal band from Florida.
Nice. I was gonna wear a band shirt today, but I decided we were gonna do this, so I decided to wear LA Night. I don't know, I wear shirts when we do this.
Street Fighter would be a cool band name.
Because I wear band shirts all the time otherwise.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a pro wrestling T-shirt since I bought a Sting shirt last year.
Wow.
My newest one is I bought the AEW shirt with a DC comic art on it, and after that I haven't bought anything. I don't really buy wrestling shirts anymore. I just don't care.
Yeah, I need a new Kenny Omega wrestling shirt because it has a little hole in it. You can see my chest hair.
Sexy.
My penis can only get so erect.
No, it's true.
There's like a little bit of chest hair. It goes a long way.
I'm very much against like wrestling and wearing wrestling gear because I don't want to mark out. But I went from training, like a wrestling trainee, from fan wrestling training, and down to smart mark. But I think I'm back to wrestler again because I bumped in a ring. So I don't know how this works. I don't know the chain of command, honestly. But if I was
Aren't you
to get a
supposed to
wrestling
wear
shirt,
gear when you wrestle? I'm
I think it
confused.
was like,
yeah, but I'm not gonna wear like a John Cena shirt or something.
yeah, do you get molested then you're famous? Or
No, I think you have to suck Vince McMahon off and then you get famous. And then Pat Patterson comes, puts his finger in your butt, but they're both gone, so you can't.
Oh man.
And Ted Turner's not real, right? Like I don't have any.
Ted
Here's
Turner
the heel
never
right there.
existed.
Okay.
Ted Turner is not canon.
Who's not gonna hurt
Vince
me?
McMahon bought that shit for $2 million and fucking Thanos it.
Oh, good.
No longer
That
canon.
would be a good gimmick for you to like obnoxiously wear like John Cena shirts in the ring or
When I was Naughty Nut a few times, I did the fucking 5 moves of doom and people would pop for it. And now, you know what's funny? I was running the ring ropes, and when you do 1, 2, 3 pivot, I went to put the way Brian told me was you put your left leg out and then you run again. Now it's called you're being Cena if I do that. So John Cena already ruined wrestling for me.
He's around for the fans too by calling it fake.
Man, that would have been good. That really would have been good if John Cena said, "I'm going to ruin it for you." It's fake.
That's why the reason why Rod's hiding because he's getting offended by all the Cena comments.
Oh my god!
let's do this the entire time.
You can't shake me.
He's like, "You're
No,
such
like
a
I said, I'm
dumb
just tired of
guy."
holding my phone, so I put it down.
Rod's just upset.
You know, Chuck and Rod and Joe, I thought it was interesting. Like Cody was in the ring, and out of nowhere he just drops. Like he just drops, and then all of a sudden the championship belt floats on its own and smacks him in the head at Elimination Chamber. Did you notice that?
That was his dad's ghost.
Yep.
That was the ghost of his father.
Yeah.
Ghost of Dusty Rhodes.
That's not where I was going with that.
He was the American
That's
Nightmare
heel work.
with a ghost.
That's heel work.
That is true heel work.
That is heel work.
And I was trying to piss Rod off. God damn it.
Oh my god!
I know.
Because you couldn't see
the
John,
villain.
you can't see John Cena.
Cena
This is why a
He's
church
great
kicked
now.
me out because I'm a Cena fan.
Good.
Yeah, I
Fuck
think
MJF.
I think we're kind of cooling down, gentlemen. But this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Yes, we will definitely hit the casino up.
The Vinny the Guido Casino.
Chuck, come to bring your lovely lady friends and come to my WrestleMania party.
I'm gonna let you know which day works because I know the Sunday is Easter, so I might have family things, but I'll let you know.
It's Saturday.
It's both nights.
Yeah, no, my party's on the Saturday though.
Oh, you're doing just Saturday. I thought you were doing both nights. Okay, Saturday. I'll let you know.
I'm doing both. If somebody wants to come over on Sunday and watch it, that's fine. But
I'll let
I
you
have
know.
this whole thing of Chick-fil-A sauce. It'll be fun.
Ooh, I love Chick-fil-A sauce.
All over my body. All right.
Oh my god.
Nice meeting you guys.
You too. It was great.
Thanks for having me. It felt good to
No
meet.
problem.
We'll
All right.
soon.
Joe
On that
Falcone
note,
out.
gentlemen, we are just too sweet.